Let's start with Virgo. I'll start at 1 minute with Virgo. Okay, spirits, angels, guides, ancestors, archangels, ascended masters, and all that is. Hang on 1 second. Oh, something. Ouch. Shit. Okay, hi guys. So I'm back with the next set of readings. Okay. Oh, so we're starting with Virgo. Angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, archangels, ascended masters. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Let's start with Virgo. Okay, mature man, family room. Message of concern and community. Okay. So you got a mature man showing up right away. And it could be somebody in your family. There's a message of concern coming in. And then your community comes in here. So, Virgo. Okay. Wow. So the mature man, which is the number 5 card, the Hierophant comes out. Talking about higher learning, talking about going higher with something. Could be being a teacher, could be a teacher, right? Could be a marriage partner. But what I see is like new beginnings happening. You have the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles here with this Hierophant and the Queen of Cups. So saying like it's an emotional thing, whatever it is. And your emotions are really tied up to this Devil card. So I kind of want to know what the hell is going on with that. What's going on with the Devil? Why is he here? It could simply mean that your emotions are controlling you. Uh-oh. Something. Man, I don't even see the card that fell. So 6 of Pentacles came out. So this could be a karmic situation. Could be something you've been worried about with this older man. Like, so a mature man could be somebody smart, right? Could be somebody that you love, somebody that you're emotional about, somebody that you want to collab with, somebody you want success with. Tell me more. Yeah, so I feel like there's a new beginning with somebody. It could be about work, you know? I kind of feel like there's somebody here that maybe is going to be traveling for work, Virgo. Maybe somebody's getting a new car. Something's changing in your work. I think it feels like it's slow movement, but it's not. Like, I feel like, like this could be about like a job promotion, you know? Like you get a promotion. And this seems like it took a long time for you to reach the success, But it's like high time too. Why is the devil here? Why is the devil here? It's about control. The devil's here because you're healing up from some kind of situation. 10 of Pentacles situation. And it's emotional, Queen of Cups. What happened? Tell me what happened. It's a Two of Cups, so it's somebody that you love. It could be an Emperor. It's your wish fulfillment. That could have been fighting. So how's this turning out? What's the end of the... So like they did something that was kind of shady. You're using your intuition here about this situation. Here's your very own card, even knowing your stability, knowing that you're fine, knowing your value. And then I see the Sun card, so like a lot of abundance coming in. I kind of feel like this is about work, Virgo. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you're getting some kind of really overdue good juju. Could be about money. Tell me about the family room for Virgo. What's going on with the family room? Okay, so you're needing to make a decision. You're moving forward. You're moving out of some kind of... Maybe you're moving to a new house. Maybe you're changing something, changing where you live or what's in your house. I feel like you're really working on yourself and like knowing your own value. I feel like it really feels good. I see happiness in this card. Yeah, it's your new line of work. I think the happiness trickles on into your home, I feel like you're walking away from the emotional stuff. There's a transformation. Yeah, it's time for you to like walk in a new direction. So you could be moving, Virgos, moving to another place. I feel like it's important here. The message that I'm kind of receiving is, I think it's important for you to like understand that you're independent by yourself and that you're happy by yourself. I think it's a lesson that a lot of people are learning in this, like in this energy of all the retrogrades. You know what I mean? Like I keep seeing the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like it's super important that you realize how much the collective source energy is doing for you. How much even your own higher self that's part of that collective is doing for you, And I think it changes your thoughts on things, the way you've been thinking. I feel like you're so happy. You're successful and you're happy after you move, right? You decide to invest in yourself. You get to the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, which is fame, fortune, right? The Wheel of Fortune, which is good luck, and then the Ace of Cups. So it could be like a new love. It could be heart activation too. Bottom of the deck, I feel like the Hermit's here. The Queen of Swords is here. You're getting clear. And the Ace of... You're getting clear about where you want to put your energy. What's good for you, what's not good for you. And I think you're getting the guts to cut out what doesn't serve you. Like making boundaries, you know. Tell me about the message of concern here. What's the message? Okay, the Hermit card. I feel like you're getting it from Spirit. I do. I think Spirit is kind of like the message from Spirit. Like, I'm concerned about you. You seem like you're off balance. I see that you're up all night. I see that you're crying. So, your soul's concerned about you. I feel like you've been waiting for something for a long time. Waiting. What are you waiting for? Something to change. You're waiting for your vibration to change. You're waiting because you want to let go of something so something new can come in. Yeah. Okay. So tell me about the community. What's so important about the community? So this could be people you hang out with. Could be people in your town, right? It could be people in just your tribe. I feel like you're seeing something for the first time. Wow. Okay. Okay, Libra. Not Libra. It's Virgo. I feel like there's a cycle closing out for you. It's a heartbreak of a cycle too. It's Spirit that's bringing it in. What I feel like that you're seeing for the very first time is that the people in your community love you. Like, you're seeing it from all angles. There's a bunch of people here. There's a Queen of Wands. There's a King of Pentacles. There's a King of Cups. And a 10 of Cups. And a Knight of Cups. So there's so much love here. And they're being brought to you by Spirit with the 8 of Wands. Like, 8 of Wands is Spirit activity to make a change. And what they're trying to change is whatever's breaking your heart. Whatever broke your heart. Whatever you're crying about. Tell me what the 3 of Swords is. What happened? So you have like 4 people here that are wanting to love on you. You know? Okay. Yeah, you have a brand new beginning coming. I feel like you're also, like, what this could be saying is that the community that we're talking about is your ancestors. It's your spirit squad, because this card came out. They want you to begin again doing something that you love. The Ace of Fire. It's a gift. They want you to have abundance. Yeah, there's going to be a celebration, right? It could be a celebration, a party, but it's definitely about a new beginning. So tell me more about the new beginning. What is it? It's abundance, and you're so grateful. This is like a tribe. They can be spiritual people as well as human people. Sometimes both at the same, like people that have passed before you. What's this pain? What are you up all night about? Why is this card so sad? You're thinking about something from a long time ago. Nostalgia. Virgo. What happened? Okay, this is about going on to your North Node. I mean, there's something happening here that's just unexpected that's going to happen. And it's going to be to put you on your North Node. It's going to knock you out of that 9 of Swords. You're alchemizing your energy here. You're changing it. Spirit is changing it for you. Whatever this memory was, I feel like it's going to be reframed. What's it look like now? It looks like a beautiful plan. Your soul is loving on you. Yeah, beautiful. Tell me what the wheel is bringing in with the family room. What's the wheel bringing in for the family room? Okay, so these are all coming in reverse because I have this stupid deck upside down, right? So it's not its fault. Okay, so what's changing is in the family room is you've been carrying around some guilt. Maybe you sabotaged some sort of situation, but you're having some kind of breakthrough. It's coming in just like a tower. And suddenly you see yourself different. You see yourself as love, and you start setting intentions. I see a divine feminine coming in. I think there's a reunion, lots of passion. This is a seed that you planted a long time ago that has grown over time. And I also see you releasing any kind of doubts that you have about yourself in this family room. Wow, that's kind of a neat message. Tell me what your higher self is telling you in the High Priestess card. What's your higher self telling you in the High Priestess card? Third eye comes out. It's about clarity. It's giving you clarity about your triggers, about conflict, about what happened, right? And it's opening up new opportunities for you. Yeah, I think you're like leaving behind like these old ways, and I think there's like a new beginning. It could be about loving yourself. It could be about finding the value in your higher self, and then the way you think about yourself changes, you know? Like any kind of regret or anything like that kind of just goes to the wayside. You're seeing everything as a gift, as a lesson. And I feel like, yeah, you're having like an awakening about who you really are. There is someone coming in that loves you. There's someone coming in that's healing you too. Okay, let's see. Do you have any advice for Virgo? Spirit, do you have any advice for Virgo through this energy? Advice. Okay, Chariot. Okay, so bury the hatchet. It doesn't matter, matter who wins or loses here. I think you need to just surrender. There is movement coming. I feel like it's spirit moving through you, possibly bonding your soul and yourself together. It's because you've been seeking it, I feel like there's some of you who've been kind of in an isolated place. I think you're getting clarity about who you are, what your soul is capable of with the Manifest card. And I think you're understanding your value here with the 7 of Pentacles. And once you understand that value, once you understand how much you bring to the table for the universe, success. So I feel like it's saying like you can manifest anything you want here. Spirit's with you. There is some kind of thing that needs to be let go of. It's this 5 of Swords. And the Five of Swords is usually about some kind of conflict. Can be inner conflict, can be a fight with someone else. Could be whatever's going on in this family room, right? Somebody that you're related to. Okay. So it's saying like give up the fight, surrender, surrender the outcome. Like whatever happens, happens. I think the Hermit card is called seek care. So I see you looking for an answer, looking for enlightenment, looking for a reason. And so then you do. You find it. You get the clarity. And you get the clarity about who you are and how powerful you are. So in a nutshell, that is what this whole reading is saying. Okay. So you got a lot of self-love coming in. You got a lot of love from community. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, there's people in your community. Maybe you hang out with people that are healers. Kind of looks like that. So if that's the case, it looks like you're receiving the healing, by way of transmuting the energy, going from a sad place to like, oh my God, this is such valuable information, about pain, about trials and tribulations you've been through. I think when you can stop looking at it like the worst thing that ever happened to you, and eventually get to the place where you think it's the best thing that ever happened to you, that's when shit starts really changing. Taurus is next, 22. Okay. Alright, Taurus. What's coming up for Taurus? General messages, please. Okay, so I feel like you might be worried about something. Could be about a partnership or a marriage. Maybe you're feeling like you don't have enough money. Something like that. There's a false person here who is a male. There's a community adjudication. Something. Some of you could be going on a trip. Alright, let's clarify the despair card here for Taurus. So it looks like you're in deep despair about some sort of sitch. The marriage card is here. So it could be about your marriage. Could be about some kind of, I don't know, some kind of partnership. Devil card. Knight of Wands. Okay, when I look at this, it looks like something else is in your way, right? You feel like you don't know what to do about it. You're trying to gain balance. You're trying to change the energy. It's toxic energy, though, right? But you're doing it. You are changing the energy with the Temperance card. I feel like there's something going on in some sort of a partnership. Could be childish behavior. But, I mean, I'm going to show you, like, how similar these two cards are. One's in tarot and one's so you got the despair in the Kipper, and then look at that guy is doing the same thing with his head. Do you see that? That's this guy. So, possibly not really looking up, like not really knowing what to do. It has something to do with the Knight of Wands and the Devil. So some kind of, I don't know, behavior. Like the Knight of Wands, like, they can be, I mean, they're known for like being a cheater, right? So there's that. But they could be just like off and running, doing other shit all the time, and it makes you feel left out. It makes you feel alone, like you're not understanding the relationship. Whatever's going on here, whatever that means for you, Taurus, I feel like you're working on changing the energy inside yourself, because the despair is coming from you, you know? And so you're just working on it, and you're working on like understanding your own value. And then the Fool card comes here. So it could mean like there's a new beginning for this couple. What's happening with the Fool card? Or you could just be deciding like, this is enough and I'm done. Starting on a new adventure. Could be either one of those things. There's a lot of heartbreak here. There's a lot of heartbreak with the Three of Swords. But there's some kind of new idea coming in. An offer. And a transformation. It's something that you've been manifesting. So, I feel like there's some kind of trouble in a relationship. It's heartbreaking, but I do feel like over time things are changing. Like it might take a minute, but it's important for you to understand your value with that Queen of Wands, you know, understanding the value, understanding that you can change things whenever you want, right? Tell me about the false person and the main male. Tell me about the false person and the main male. Who is it? What are they doing? Okay, well, they're causing a tower, which causes somebody to move, to leave, to go somewhere else, go toward 10 of Cups. Could be dealing with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is something that makes you feel like your hands are full, right? It's an ending of a cycle and a beginning of a new one. Wow. What was the Tower? What happened with the Tower? Could be somebody left, like with the Chariot, right? There was a tower, somebody left. Let's see, the Tower. Let me look at the Tower from this one. Tell me what's the Tower with this false person. What's that look like in a card? A Tower. Okay, it's an awakening. It's an awakening is what it is. Okay, so it's an awakening. And you go from guarded to on the move. Here's what it is that there's a huge change in a masculine, in a divine masculine. You could be dealing with a Scorpio because the rebirth card is here, right? So I'm wondering if there's something about, like, if there's something, a problem about mining, like, but it's about a contract. It's about a soul contract, maybe. So somebody has an awakening here. They're remembering who they were, right? So they're remembering their higher self, and they're starting to form a solid foundation. And somebody is deciding to just not go for it. Someone is deciding I'm going to not move toward the relationship, you know? Obviously, if you have a false person, I mean, they're not even showing their true self to you, right? So why would you stay? There could be something about money here, I feel like. Like maybe there was a problem with money. Like only, maybe it was one-sided with money. One person had the money, the other person didn't. Something like that. I think someone is choosing to go an opposite direction. Tell me about community adjudication. Tell me what's going on with that for Taurus. So it's like some kind of decision. It's like maybe about a choice, right? Or a final decision in your community. Okay, there's an offer of love. Knight of Cups. So maybe somebody coming in saying like, ooh, I think you're really hot. Or it could be this person that you walked away from coming in saying, sorry, dude. Tail of Wands back again. The Sun. So you, no matter what, the decision that you need to make should come from a heart space. It should be what's best for you. And I do feel like you have the universe support here. You have the sun and the moon together, side by side. So you're being supported by both of those huge energies, the sun and the moon, right? Yeah, there's a new path. It is your wish fulfillment. Tell me about the community. What's going on with the community? Okay. I feel like your community is like looking at you with admiration. Here's what came out. The 6 of Empress. So no matter what you decide about, what you want to do with this, whatever you're deciding on, as long as you're leading with love and coming from a heart space, doing what's best for your soul growth, that's what's going to happen. I feel like there's a big glow up for you. Your soul is leading. I do feel like someone from the past is coming in to offer something. What they want is stability with you. They want to say sorry. They want to make things right. They want 4 of Wands. And your soul is aligned with this. I feel like this could be someone right in your community, right in your, tribe, coming in. Maybe they did something, said something. Maybe they'll send a message, but how's that going to turn out? Yeah, you're confident. You're confident in that 2 of Cups, and you're like, yep, I'm going for it. It's stable. So it's about making a decision. It could be about somebody that you know already, somebody that's in your tribe, right? So the outcome is 4 of Wands. It's a happy, stable home. It's an apology. It's like releasing all the old baggage, feeling confident, and having a great, stable relationship. And that's what you're deciding to do. So it looks a little rocky over here, you guys, but there's change happening in this reading. So sometimes, when people are, like, let's say somebody, like you decide to leave somebody or something because you're just in so much despair. And then you start working on yourself. You start tapping in. Things start to change. The way you start to look at the situation changes. You maybe see it from your soul's perspective. Like, well, what the hell were they teaching me? Oh my God, that was a good lesson. What would I do if I didn't know that? Right? And then they look different to you. Instead of looking like a pain in the ass, they look like a super important part of your soul path, and you know it. Tell me, Spirit, what is coming for Taurus? Tell me messages, advice. Okay, so like this is a challenge through this time. But if you believe in yourself, you will see it. I feel like you have to detach yourself from the outcome. Stop guarding yourself and like look around you. Nine of Pentacles. Kind of what I'm seeing is like this could be a situation where you're married to somebody or in a relationship and there's some problems, you know, like for whatever they are. And I think maybe one of the lessons for you is like to let go of the outcome, like try not to sabotage, try not to control it, try not to fix your outcome to it, you know, attach that outcome. And because every time you do that, you know, and it doesn't end up like you want, it's just a disappointment. Then we end up in that Four of Swords and that Three of Swords, with their heart broken again, and trying to heal up from it, you know. I think what you need to focus on, other, you know, besides this person, I feel like you need to put all your focus on yourself, on your higher learning, on your independence, and on everything that your higher self gives you. Nine of Pentacles. You have a great vantage point. I just feel like if you're having some kind of a relationship breakup or something like that, it's because it has to happen that way in order to grow. It's possible that you get lost, like you stop caring about yourself and start caring too much about someone else, and it's not healthy, you guys. You gotta love yourself. You gotta love yourself first. You do. How can you receive love? How can you give love if you have none for you? You know what I mean? You have to be first. And another thing tarot has taught me. Okay, Capricorn's next. 30. All right, Capricorn, let's see. Angels, spirits, guides, ancestors, archangels, ascended masters, all that is. Thank you so much for guiding me today. And we're going to do Capricorn now. Let's see what's coming for them. Okay. There's a gift coming. The Lover is here. Okay, a lot of community cards today. Crazy, but must be important. There must be people, tribes, you know. We're gathering our tribes now, right? Getting our soul tribes together. But the first card out is poverty card. So I don't know if some of you are broke or if you just feel that way. I'm not sure. It's a child on this card that feels like they have poverty. So that could mean that it's about your your younger self, you know. Your inner child feels some type of way about money, right? That's changing. Via your third eye, like you're having some kind of an epiphany. Something's changing with the Ten of Swords. What's changing? Tell me about that change. Yeah, you're seeing your strength. It's your higher self showing it to you. How are you showing them? They're showing you all of the seeds you planted and what you got out of it. Like you're feeling kind of down about yourself, but you've done a lot. And it's important that you realize that. So I feel like Spirit is showing you that. Even about your lessons that you learned. I think you could be being called to be a teacher. You're going to be very successful at it. There could be other people involved. It is going to be a Ten of Pentacles situation. Okay. So you start out poverty. And then something changes. It comes right from your own higher self. It could be in the way you look at yourself, like in your life. You know, like maybe you felt poor all your life or lacking in some way, like you're not as good as everyone else or something like that. And Spirit is somehow showing you the seeds you've planted and what has become of them. Like, so maybe somebody from the past comes in. I don't know. I've never got that message from this card before, but that's what it looks like. Let's see what you could be dealing with. Um, a Taurus, a Sag, a Leo. Yeah. So there's a big transformation coming in for your own mindset. This is the way you see yourself. You're going to see your value. Someone's coming in that you need to help. You need to teach them about something that you know. That's what I'm feeling. The gift is a 4 of Wands, so it's a stable, happy commitment. That's the gift. Stability in a commitment. This is for Capricorn. Nice going. Yeah. I think it's something that you decided to surrender. And Spirit heard you right away. 8. 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords. So they're moving you out of the energy. They are. They're moving you out of that shitty energy as soon as you tell them, like, I surrender. I'm not going to try and control it anymore, I promise. It won't, I promise. And they're like, okay, we're rushing in. What are you doing for them? They're, okay, so Spirit's bringing in the Sun, which is abundance. It's bringing in love, like a new start. Could be a new relationship even. It's everything you want. But you still see yourself like that. So, I feel like, tell me why that's happening. What can they do about it? It looks like they surrendered it. Why is it here still? Okay, because you don't think highly enough about yourself. So, this is truly what you feel about yourself. Like, you look at yourself and you feel like you don't have enough, like you're not enough. Maybe there's something in your past that you're ashamed of, like, I don't know, but it makes you feel like, fuck it. And here's what Spirit is saying, like, they want you to realize your Empress energy. They want you to feel that. That's what they're bringing to you with the Sun and the Ace of Cups and the 9 of Cups. So I feel like there's love coming in for you, like a lot of love. And I think that's the gift. It's like your own soul coming in to, like, clear up the confusion. No, you're not. You don't need to be ashamed of yourself for any reason. Not for something you said, not for something you did, nothing. You don't have to be ashamed. It was part of your path. There's nothing to be ashamed of, but I feel like there's just some kind of feeling like that. You want to look at it again? It's kind of like that. Like, so that 5 of Pentacles, alone, naked, exposed, right? Which makes me think of shame. You know, when I see the naked and exposed thing, it's like maybe secrets uncovered. Like someone discovered something that you've been keeping a secret. Like no one knows it about you, or very few people, something like that, right? And you don't want to address it. And Spirit is saying, like, here's the truth, man. You're the Empress. You're the divine feminine. You can create anything you want. You're more than that. You're more than that one thing that makes you feel shameful. And by the way, you shouldn't be shameful. I'm going to ask tell me what this energy of shame is bringing them. Okay, so you're going to, like, leave that behind. You're going to accept who you are. You're going to accept all of the stuff that you said and done. And you don't have to be ashamed of it anymore. You just have to let that go. You know, it was part of your soul plan. It was part of your destiny, you know, whatever it was. And then what's coming in once they let it go? Probably that Empress. Stability. The ability to turn anything you want into gold. So I think the reason that all this is coming out is because Spirit wants you to know how to manifest. And you haven't been able to manifest because of some sort of shame that you're carrying around, some sort of guilt, something you feel is a mistake, or something you feel you don't want people to know about you know? Like it's yours, it was your path. And that's true. You don't need anybody else. What you need to do is shut off your own negative talking towards yourself. Like, man, that was fucked up. I can't believe I did that. I have so many things like that in my life. Like, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that. But as time goes on and I do more meditating, I usually do understand, like, that really was part of my soul path, especially if you start digging into your astrology. You know what I mean? You'll see it. Like, fuck, that was part of my path. Like, even no matter, and it kind of does relieve you from the shame. Like, just like that's what your soul wanted to experience. It's okay, you know? I mean, I was thinking about our souls and how divinely connected we all are to one another and to the source energy. And I was thinking, like, when we truly really like analyze that whole thing, I mean, are we or are we not data collectors? That's kind of what I think our soul comes here to collect data for the collective consciousness. Just our little piece of it. Like, from this perspective, this is how it feels, this is what it looks like. You know what I mean? So that's why. And I feel like this shame and everything, it's part of it. It's part of it for you to learn that that was the soul path and there's nothing to be ashamed of. You need to just let go of those feelings, you know, because they're kind of making you stuck. And as soon as you do, like, you accept your past and you're like, you know what? I get it now. I get this, I get this, I get this. And I feel like that one by one, those things, those things that might be shameful to you, you're realizing that it was the path. And what a gift. That's all clarifying that gift card. So that's coming in. Let's see what's going on with the lovers here. This is the lovers and the Kipper. You're pretty guarded. You're pretty guarded from the lovers. Why? Am I talking to Capricorn? Because of heartbreak, you know? Like, again, it's almost like your past is holding you back. It's stopping you from moving forward because you have a lover here and you're like, no, 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 no. No. I remember the last time, fuck that noise. Queen of Pentacles. Thing is, this person coming in could be a stable offer and they could be right at your energy once you let that go. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's get some more on the lovers. What's going on? It's a new love, old love. It's a passionate one. It's an offer maybe for a date. So the high priestess here saying, like, this could be like something more, you know, like marriage or something, you know, something higher. And then the temperance card. I feel like whoever is coming in here, even though you're scared, I feel like you should just own that fucking power of the Queen of Pentacles. Own it. Like, know your value, know your beauty, know your worth, know what spirit thinks about you. Know how appreciative the collective is for your experience. The data collector, bringing all that information back to them, you know. I do feel like something's really transforming inside of you here. It could be even this person if you let them in. I feel like they're changing your energy. Yeah. Helping you see from other perspectives. Helping you understand how much you can manifest, and even understanding what your wish fulfillment is. You know, all in one person coming in. So the only, let's see, I have the High Priest here, the Hanged Man, and Temperance, and the Magician. So Virgo, you know, I pretty much have every sign. So I'm not even going to bother with that. All right, so tell me what's going on with the bad health card over here. If somebody's sick, I want to see it. Hi, Joni. I love you. Thank you for being my biggest fan. The bad health card. Okay. Okay. I feel like the bad health card, I feel like there's change. I feel like there's someone who's not well. It seems like it's taking a long time to get better. This could even be like mental health. I do feel like it's changing. What is needed here is an alignment with the Judgment card, right? There could be chakra blockage too, is what I'm wondering. Tell me, I think I'm onto something with that. Tell me what chakra. Tell me what's going on with this bad health card with this deck. Is there a chakra out of balance for Capricorn? Oops. Oh, yeah, you're in like this darkest fear energy. Nine of Swords. It's like the Nightmare card. And then Spirit is saying, just breathe through this. Like, just breathe through this. I wonder if this bad health is you, Capricorn. Kind of looks like it could be. Okay. But yeah, like I said, it's going to work out. I didn't see a chakra card, so I'm wondering, though, it could be your third eye chakra being blocked, because this came out, which is the High Priestess, you know, and this one. Do you see how that third eye is being blocked by that full moon? Like, that's what's happening here, is like those are phases of the moon, right? But it's right over your third eye. So I'm wondering if that's the chakra, because it's, you know, the High Priestess comes out. So let's see. Just breathe. Joy and stability is coming back to this situation. I'm wondering if this could maybe even have something to do with your work. Like, but whatever it is, it's ending. Like it's over. The World card is here. So like the cycle is over, you know? Tell me what's after the World card. What's it bringing in? What's the new path? What's the new timeline? Okay. I am getting kind of like new job here. So I don't know why you have bad health, but I think it could be about your work, and it could be like stress, confusion, like mental turmoil, you know, something not working right. But that cycle is changing, and I see you, I don't know, kind of like setting boundaries for yourself, like No, that's not what I want. This is what I want. I feel like you're being logical. I do feel like it's about work. Like maybe you got laid off or something. Oh no. Tell me about the community. You're healing. Four of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Things are being made right. Something you've been emotional about here. Could be something coming to light in, I don't know, in your family. Maybe a child. Yeah, it's all about justice, isn't it? And love. It's all about the lovers. Did we have that already? Didn't we? We did. That heartbreak. Okay. So, it's in your community. You're healing. Something's being made fair. I think you get a message, a passionate message out of the blue from someone, maybe even a King of Wands. Magical, sexy individual. I think this person maybe didn't keep their promise before, but now they're asking you to do something. Maybe move forward with them. Maybe create something, collab something. Maybe go to a party, celebrate with them. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like this kind of is the turning point for you guys. I do. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you, right? But the lover shows up. So it looks like it's a win with this love situation. I feel like something's being made fair, you know, in this relationship. I think somebody is traveling with the lover, and it's just good. I think maybe what you guys do together is, I think you guys are kind of the same, Capricorn. Like, I think you're meditators. I think you're all about the love. Like, leading with love, offering with love, you know what I mean? I see so much transformation coming. And I think that this person is the same person, the lovers, the one that broke your heart, or a new one, and you're like guarded because of someone from your past, you know. It could be either one, but you're like, I feel like the thing is to like own your value, know your value. Okay, so let's do, talking to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, what's their darkest fear here? I want to know. Transformation, change. You're scared of change? You're scared of love. Jeez. Yeah, you have limiting beliefs about yourself. It's a lie. It's a fucking lie. Whatever you're thinking about yourself, you know, it's a lie. So, get out of there. Get out of that Nine of Swords. Tell me what they're realizing in the Nine of Swords. Tell me what they're realizing, because nines are about realization. Show me that. You're realizing you're healing an inner child wound. That makes sense, doesn't it? It's all that. And you realize that you've been clinging to something from your past, like a childhood wound. And I think you're being enlightened. I think you're going to be really, like, get a lot of strength, empowerment. I feel like you're harnessing the sun energy right in your own hands. You're realizing how strong you are. Yeah, huge breakthrough about who you are. And then you make your decision. That is what the Nine of Swords is all about. It's about realizing that what you've been telling yourself for a really fucking long time is a lie. Like about your value. Like about the mistakes that you think that you made, you know, that's what you're figuring out. Like, nothing's a mistake. It's all part of the plan. All of it. Do you guys believe in that? Part of the plan thing? Because I have to tell you, it's kind of a new concept for me. Like, not brand new, but it's a little bit new. Like, I wasn't raised that way. But I want you to see one more time what that inner child wounding is. It's about feeling like you fuck up all the time. Like, I don't know anything. You're talking to yourself pretty bad, you know? I don't like it. I feel like you feel a part of, like, no part of existence. Like, you just want to get lost in the surroundings, you know? And this reading is about letting that go. It's about understanding that nothing was a mistake. Then owning your own energy, which is the King of Pentacles. That's your energy, Capricorn. He is King Midas. Everything he touches can turn to gold. It does. In the story, it really does turn to gold. What you have coming, wish fulfillment, understanding your divinity, self-love, abundance, happiness, joy, everywhere. It's a gift from your higher self. Your higher self is saying, like, dude, this is not who you are. This is a childhood thought, and you're just not that person anymore. You're not. You never really were. You just came to feel that. Came to feel that less than energy. But you also came to find your real energy, right? Which is this, which is this. Where's that Empress at? Yeah, these. You came here to understand these. You came here to fight through that energy of I'm not good enough, and the way you see yourself. Like, it's just, okay. All right, so that's the end of my reading. Sorry, man, I was just busy. Quickly, I'm back. Hi, Joni. How's it going? Do you want me to pull any cards for you today? Because I'm pretty much just done. I've done 6 signs. I could do 3 more. But I was wondering if you like a message of your own. I will definitely pull one if you want. That would be real nice. I love you. Okay. Let's see about Joni. Let's see, where's these cards? Why do I always lose them? Swear. I know you've had so many bad days. Let's get the Akashic deck and see what's going on in your soul plan, shall we? That may help. Spirit, I want to know about Joni. Will you show me what's going on? Like, why is she having all of these one after another bad shit fucking days? Okay, splitting the deck to shuffle. I see the Add Some card and the Divine Physician card, so there's a healing coming for you. Could be done by a person. It could be you that does the healing, like the Divine Physician working through you. It could be you healing yourself. The Add Some card is getting to where you want to go. It's like your arrival to your goals. And also realizing, like, how many spirit creatures you have around you. I also feel whenever I see this, it's about mediumship. It's about being able to cross realms. And I've been thinking that about you for a long time. I think that's what's happening. I think too, like sometimes when you're so sad, it's hard. It's hard to like get through the veil when our vibe is low. We have to be raised up. We have to be a little higher vibed than normal. Okay, so let's just give Joni a reading. Like, I want to know what's going to happen with her job. The Akashic Library. The Akashic Library is what comes out. So I'm going to say that the message for that is you get to write what happens next. The Akashic Library. That card means they're giving you the pen. Where do you want it to go from here? You get to decide. This is also about heightened intuition. It's about self-creation, Joni. Okay. I feel like you're working on something, like building something new. And I feel like you're being kind of enlightened to like some new gifts. Maybe you can, you're starting to see stuff. Remember that Adsum card? Like, I feel like you're ready to like cross realms. You know what I mean? I think a lot of us are. I feel like you don't want to make any plans, yeah. But that's kind of what this is saying, like, you know, because I was asking, like, what's going to happen with your job? And Spirit is saying, like, I mean, she gets to decide her story from here. I think you're on your way. I do. Tell me what that intricacies in industry. What are you building? What are you building there? What's Joni building? I think whatever you're building is going to shock you, because it's going to actually give you a very solid foundation. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Keys. So it doesn't tell me what you're working on, but it tells me that it's going to shock you how good it is and how, like, stable it is. A Queen of Pentacles. Tell me, what do you suggest about the Akashic Library? She said she doesn't know. She doesn't trust herself to do anything. And I get it. She's in a terrible headspace. Yeah, because you're caught in this. You feel trapped, is what Spirit is saying. You can climb out right now. That's part of the message. Doing nothing causes more damage. Okay? And 3 of Scrolls came out too. Broaden your horizons. Traveling, relocation, setting your course. Really, honestly, you can go anywhere you want with this card. You know? I mean, it's kind of like totally up to you. But I do feel like you're working on something here. It's going to come out of like nowhere. You don't see it coming, but it's bringing you a lot of stability. Now, the Oracle of Delphi is about understanding your higher self. It's about understanding that messages come through you and actually getting out of your own way, like, you know, like the physical part, getting your physical person out of the way in order to receive that, in order to be the oracle. Because I feel like you've been really, really sad, and it's super hard to like tap in. It's super hard to understand that you're a gift, because, you know, when you're sad you feel like just shit, so why would you see yourself as a gift, you know? But I feel like you're on just right where you're supposed to be. This on track card comes in. So It's like, I think slowly you're being given like these new gifts. I know you can feel them. I know you can hear them. I know you can see them. Tell me where they're going in this Ace of Scrolls, because it's like you can go anywhere you want. I mean, it's maybe even traveling, right? And then the Scribe. Watch for someone who can help you with your growth. What is calling you to pay attention to it? You're getting a new understanding. You could be teaching. Remember what I said? I keep thinking about the school. It might not be doing what you think, but you do have a degree. I don't know how it works over there, but I'm wondering, because the scribe can be a teacher. It can also be about writing a book. Have you ever thought about writing a book? About your experience? Could be a way to tell your truth and get it out there. Are you brave enough? Paths unknown. So you probably haven't ever thought about writing a book. But do you want to? Because there's an unknown path right there in front of you, right under that card. Tell me where they're moving to. Are they relocating? Yeah, it's an opportunity. You're moving. Looks like movement. It's an opportunity you don't want to miss, Spirit says. Don't give up. You're not done. I seriously see the little notes, cheat sheet notes from the book. These cards are so, yeah. And then the divine physician comes back out. I almost wonder if you have some kind of healing gift that you don't know about yet. Like maybe your hands. You know what I mean? I wonder if you have Reiki in your hands. Have you ever thought about that? Okay, so I'll just give you a little. So like, let's just say you just hold your hands up right now at home. Hold them up and start thinking about, do I have magic in my hands? Can they really heal things? Whenever I do that, whenever I just even think about my hands, I can feel them start to tingle. I can. And that was something I just discovered one day. It wasn't, I didn't know about it. But I kind of feel like since that card keeps coming out, I'm wondering. Yeah, so there's your card, Queen of Scroll. Yeah, so, okay, so that's kind of what I'm saying. Like that divine fit, and here it is again. I've shuffled like 5 times. It's still at the bottom of the deck. It's telling me that there's something there. So, I don't know. Maybe that's your new line of business. Maybe you're healing people with your hands. That'd be something fun to concentrate on at least, right? So, I feel like there's wish fulfillment coming. I feel like there's something that you're working on at night. I don't know what it is. This person is like chiseling something, like you know, making like a, I don't know. I'll show you. See, he's like working into the night. So he's working with his hands, he's practicing, he's making some kind of a masterpiece, right? Whatever that is, like maybe it's even your psychic abilities, because I know that you spend a lot of time trying to reach the other side. And so I feel like Spirit is saying keep doing that. Like you're just getting little tiny trickles of information, little droplets, one at a time. but you are healing, you are moving forward. And I think it's taking you toward your wish fulfillment. I see a pretty nice house here with this wish fulfillment thing. It looks pretty big, it looks beautiful, it looks like it's by water, like it's got big open windows. Looks like there's abundance in that house, like lots of food, lots of room. And the bird's nest is being talked about here too, which is about your home, right? It's about stable. It's about feeding your family. There's also a king of keys here, like watching on the side, which is kind of cool. The king of keys is the king of pentacles, so of course, that's a stable energy. Also King Midas energy, right? I think that energy can be yours, you know, if you tap into it. Like just own who you really are. Accept it. Like you don't have to think small about yourself at all, because spirit doesn't. Spirit doesn't look at you small. No. They see you as a super important part of this time zone. This whatever's going on in our world. You know what I mean? Like you're a stable, you're the cornerstone of it, you know? It's because of your knowledge as well, as you have like this wealth of knowledge. You're Queen of Scrolls, which is your energy, Joni. You know, it'd be scrolls or swords, knowledge, communication, right? But I see you being her, you know? And those are your two like cornerstones to this reading. Like the foundation of who you are is beautiful. You have the ability to turn anything you want into gold. I feel like your home is going to be maybe changing or something, like being more cozy, feeling more comfortable, something. And then whatever you're working on at night, it's going to somehow increase your abundance. So I hope in your case it's about money, but it could, the abundance could be like your soul, you know, soul coming out. Like let's say you figure out you have the Reiki hands and you don't need to go to school for it. I know people say, you know, like I'm a Reiki master, which is great. I'm not making fun of it. I totally respect it. But when you figure out on your own that you possess that energy in your hands, it is kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like what you can do with it, even for your own self. Just practice with it. Practice with those hands. You could practice on your pets even. You know, like if you have a pet. Remember the other day when one of the pets was sick? I think you should do a little work with your hands and work on those animals and see if you can see a difference. Because I do feel like there's something here about that. And I see a big change coming in your house. Let me see what it is. We'll get clarifiers here. Tell me what that what's the bird's nest here for? Okay, bird's nest. So right now, the way you feel about yourself is lost, you know, and I feel like even your home, you feel like lost. You don't know what to do. You don't even know. But whatever happened there, and whatever the reason for that, like instability feeling for you, it's about like waking up your higher self. It really is. It's about activating the higher self. Look again, the hands. Do you see that? It's almost like your higher self is blowing you a kiss, Joni. So, higher self, what do you want to say to Joni? I want to tap into Joni's soul. Tell me something. Tell me what's going on with her. Okay, that's too many. I just like want one or two. Tell me what she needs to hear right now from you. How do you feel about her? Well, your soul feels like it's time for you and your soul to reunite. Like, I feel like you've been so fragmented, Joni, that you kind of, I don't know, turned your back on your higher self or something, but there is something coming together for you here. Like, that is happening. Self-love card, the divine feminine wakes up. And I think that's you. Your divine feminine energy wakes up when you start loving yourself. That's okay. You can listen. I was just asking your soul what it wants to tell you. So, Joni's soul, what is the best action for getting wish fulfillment? Okay. So a transformation and jumping at the new opportunities. So see, there's new opportunities coming for you. You can't let yourself be too scared to do it. Like, go for it. You know what I mean? Freedom. Leap. You might want to look up where Uranus is, because this is probably coming out of like nowhere. Like, you didn't see this coming, but it's a new opportunity. It's going to change your freaking life. Tell me what the Queen of Scrolls, who is Joni, knows deep inside her psyche. What does she know? What does she know that her human being doesn't know? That once you surrender and purge something and live in the moment, be happy and grateful for everything that you have, that's what attracts more abundance. Because we live in a world where like attracts alike. And then that's when I feel like you're coming back together. This is about you and your soul coming back together. I feel like you guys are detached right now. You know, like it's you blocking out the higher self. The higher self wants to come in. You know, they want to reunite with you. They want to get activated so they can get you out of this dark place. Okay. So, it's surrender and gratitude that's going to change your frequency, right? I want to know what this is that she's working on at night. Six of Keys. Tell me what that is, because it looks like there's an increase of abundance here with whatever you're doing. Man, so here's what it's talking about. So this must be what you're working on, is like kind of working through the feelings that you have, you know, like you feel like you're kind of stuck. You feel, I don't know, like just totally broken, right? It's your human being taking over, running amok. But your higher self knows there's still a spark inside of you. And it all begins with self-care. Understanding your self-worth. Okay. So, what kind of things are you going to do, Joni's higher self? What are you going to do for her? I want to know what you're going to do to help her. Yeah. Tower. They're going to intervene. They're going to intervene so that you can have an awakening. And then this cycle will be over. This cycle of like hating on yourself or feeling so broken. Let's clarify this divine position with this deck. Tell me for Joni. Okay, so the divine physician, which could be you, or could be, you know, like some kind of energy coming in. Very quick, bringing in stability. Helping you release, helping you find your strength, helping you get through this tower. Yeah, wow. Joni. Man, I know you feel like shit. Every time I pull cards for you, I can feel it. But at the bottom of the deck, this is the turnout. You're going to be successful. You're going to learn something. You're going to see something in a new perspective. Spirit, how does she accept the loss of her husband? How does she do it? What's the answer? What's the key? Your own energy. Think about it logically. What does that mean for Joni? What is the logical thought? Why is that here? Joni, this, I feel like your life lessons are about your higher self. Like, it's about your soul. It's about your abilities. And I think, honestly, I think you've been kind of blind to it because of the pain, because of the shock of it, right? But when I'm asking, like, what can you do? It's like you almost have to look at it from another perspective. Like, I just have one more question. Tell me how she can see it differently in the Hanged Man. Like, what is going to help her? Show me something. Show me something from soul's perspective about it. It's about higher growth. It's about growing, right? And the sun. It is about strength. And it is about your third eye. I knew it. You see, that's how I feel about Paul too. Like, sometimes, like, in my deepest, darkest moments, I say to myself, like, I know I would not be where I am spiritually if I wouldn't have lost him. I wouldn't even have looked. I wouldn't have. I mean, I was sort of looking, but I wouldn't have gotten here. I wouldn't. But this is what your soul, when I'm asking about the new perspective, like, what is it that you're going to see? You know, what does your soul want you to see? They want you to see how much you're growing in your psychic abilities. You might not have taken the time to do that before, you know, like, so maybe that's why it was part of the plan. I believe in the plan. So I kind of think your question, like, how do I go on without him? I think you just keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing it. You're doing what your soul wants you to do. I think you have like, I think you're aware of this soul, but I don't know how much faith you have in it, in your own soul, you know, in your own plan. I don't know how much, like, you know, I get it. I didn't like mine either. I think I'd rather have my life with my kid in it, and I'm pretty sure you'd like yours with your husband in it, right? But obviously our souls had something else planned, because maybe in this vital time in our world where the most important thing right now is to vibe up. We need to. I mean, we have to, because it's us that you can help other people's, you know, putting out positive vibes to help raise the collective. And I kind of think that's what it's about. And I think you signed up, you know, you signed up to be part of this plan of the Pluto changing. I mean, this is a big deal, you know. It's been over 400 years since Pluto's been in Aquarius. Could be good, could be scary, but I think we're needed. And obviously the Divine Physician card, like, I don't know what you're going to do, but it looks pretty impressive to me with that card. It's just something feel like I don't even have the energy to try. It's exhausting and blinding. You want to know something though? It's not just you. It is the energy. It is. I just watched a new moon in Virgo reading. I'll see if I can find it. I'll send it to you, or I'll put it on that little heart icon on the playlist, because I thought it was pretty informative. And you know, I mean, it is a very confusing time with the soul path is hard, but you know what? You're a badass soul. That's the one thing. Like, I know it's hard to even give a shit about that, but trust me, it's more important than this little tiny 80 years that we live on this planet compared to like eternity. The lessons we're learning, the things we're doing, the experiences, you know, the data collecting that we're doing for the collective, right? The collective source. That's what we're doing. So it is hard. Tell me what your plan is, Johnny Soul. What is your plan? Oh yeah. See, I mean, do I even need to read it? Archangel Gabriel and winged messengers. How fitting is that? So you're already picking up those messages from the winged creatures, right? Because you have that hawk that follows you all around. The Archangel Gabriel comes with the message: journalism, counseling, call to express your feelings, call to write, public speaking, mediumship and teaching, communication, truth, clarity, and peace. So this card is like, it's a card like that. Archangel Gabriel is about communication. So maybe you're going to be called to share your experience, help people, or expose truths. You could get a lot of strength from that, Gabriel. I just feel like there's angels. You have angels all around you, you know. There's so many cards saying it. And it says, like, here's what your soul wants to say. They want you to share your light. They want you to share your light. I think you're isolating, staying home. They want you to speak about your experiences, you know what I mean? Hey, Dan. Yeah. You know what, Joni? I was thinking about it the other day about about what that all felt like in the first year, because I don't know why, but I was talking about it to someone, and it was like, I remember that everything hurt my feelings, and I overreacted to just about everything. Like, it almost felt to me like all my skin was kind of like scraped off. So I was just one bloody, like exposed to all the elements at all times. Like everything hurt. If someone came close to me, it hurt. If someone said something negative to me, I cried and cried and cried. And I did that for a long time. And I was actually driving the other day, and I thought about how much road rage I had in the beginning of it. Like I couldn't even tolerate other drivers. Like everything upset me. And it lasted for over a year for me, like that sensitivity thing. And I think I'm still pretty sensitive. Like my feelings still get hurt. And I don't know that I love the reaction I have. Like sometimes it's mean. Like I'll say really mean shit, and then I feel guilty later. And sometimes I'll react with just walking away and never talking to somebody again, or crying, right? And I was just thinking about all of those things that I went through. And I think that's probably what you're going through too, Joni. Like that feeling like everything hurts, every situation, like why is this happening? Why is this happening? And you have had one thing after another the whole time. I don't even know what I would have done if I had all that other stuff. I did have a few things happen, that were like inconvenience or scary or something like that, but maybe not as much as you. I think everything else that, I had a lot of protection, like my family, they just never really walked away from me. My other kids is what I'm talking about. Like, they pretty much supported me. I had a lot of support. So anyway, I just did a reading for Joni, Dan, and I just guess whoever is here, let's all just send out some love to Joni. Oh, Joni. I love you, Joni. I wish you a speedy recovery. It does hurt. And again, like, if our souls came here to feel, I guess you're doing it, That's how I feel about it. Like, fuck. I've gone to the depths of hell with my feelings, and I kind of think you have too, but what's coming out of it is kind of beautiful if you think about it. Like, maybe you don't see it yet, but I'm starting to see it, I'm starting to see the spiritual experience as being like probably the coolest thing that's ever. You're not the problem. It's not that you're a problem. You're just feeling. It's okay. It's hard to say goodbye to people we love. It's hard to let them go. I think you have a big lesson about like independence, but also about spirit, about your own soul. I think losing him is probably going to wake you up to some stuff that you never ever even knew about yourself. And I don't know that you're ever going to be happy, like that you lost. It's kind of like me. Am I ever going to be happy about losing my kid? No, I'm not. But it would be foolish to not recognize the gifts that came from it and be grateful for them and understand like it's part of my growth, my own growth. I have learned a lot, and I think you have too so far. You're welcome, Joni. You're not the problem, though. You're just rolling through the emotions and the feelings of it, and that's just part of it. So all you got to do is hang on and just make it through one more minute. One more minute. Just get up one more time. You know what I mean? Just keep kind of putting one foot in front of the other, and before you know it, like you're talking to spirit all the time, and you're almost even laughing with your own soul about whatever, like you're enjoying it, you're feeling it, I think that will happen for you. I catch glimpses of it where my soul is totally running the show, and I can feel it, So I think you're going to catch glimpses of that, because I think that's what it's all about, is like your own soul kind of showing you how much power you have. Like, yeah, you're feeling kind of shitty, but it's just part of the plan. I think there's a lot of stuff that you don't know about yourself. And I think you're going to figure it out. And I love you so much. So you guys have a good day. I think I'm going to wind this up and go do something productive with man, there's so many things I could be doing right now. I love you guys. Have a good day. Call me if you want to, Joni.